A very good evening to you out there. My name is Edward Ibiraise. All right, I'm here to take you an opportunity that is changing lives across the globe, and of course, impacting as much lives as possible. All right, I got a question for you. If you look at my screen, of course, your screen right now, there's a question that is staring at your face. Could $500 change your life forever? Um, Maybe we should rephrase the question. Could $500 change your life in the life of your dependents? I can tell you for free that something big is about to hit you. But there's just one thing that is required of you: open mind, the willingness to learn. Okay, friends, Pythonsignals has some advice for you. The truth remains, if you lose $500 today, friend, nothing will happen to you. You won't die. But yet, the same $500 got the capacity to change your life. Let's go. Pythonsignals happen to be an opportunity where you can grow and earn money. Of course, we're talking about Bitcoin as a $500 subscriber. There is something that you will need to subscribe to. When you do, you have a dual opportunity. Number one, to grow your money. Number two, of course, to earn some extra money simply because you made a subscription of $500. Now, this opportunity, Pythonsignals community, not a company, but a community, exists in 5 continents and of course over 40 countries at the moment. The number still counting. Our office is in Australia and of course in South Africa. If you look at the extreme right, Pythonsignals community got these 3 pioneers. Marius Landman, the chief data analyst. Gavin Victor happened to be the director of business operations, and Ejoke Nax is the director of marketing. Marius has over 30 years combined work experience in data analysis. There are several data analysts in this community, but Marius Landman happened to be the chief data analyst. He coordinates and collates whatever data they have, and he puts them in a superb algorithm. All right, and of course, he has results to tell us. He has so much to share with us on the trends, the movement of cryptocurrency. Now, the next person you are looking at there is Gavin Victor, who happens to be director of business and operations. Now, before I go to Gavin, and I must say big kudos to Gavin Victor. Before I go to him, let me tell you that Marius, okay, is a consultant to several oil and gas companies. That includes Shell, that includes Schlumberger, that includes GE Oil and Gas, Halliburton, and several other big-time oil companies. Now, what does it do for them as a consultant? Oh, very simple. As a data analyst, he takes data that's on crude oil, and then he'll be able to he had got results, and from there he advises these companies on when to buy and of course when to sell oil. That's what he does. Now, he had been doing that for so many years now, until about 4 years ago, when he got to know about the movements of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin in particular, when his wife draws attention to Bitcoin. And since then, he has been guiding people all over the place on when and when and of course the type of cryptocurrency they should purchase. All right, when to buy and when to sell, since he got a very powerful algorithm. Now, this man, all right, with algorithm, I've come to make us understand that Bitcoin makes 600 cycles every year, and the cycle begins from April. Okay, so we'll see more of that as we make progress in this system. Now, he had been doing this, and people subscribe to him all over the world to get the reports and, of course, make money with the report. Now, it was only a year plus now that Gavin approached him and I said, I think we could get more people to see the opportunity in what you are doing so that they can connect and also grow their money by themselves. All right, he agreed, and of course, he requested that a simple system will be created for that purpose. He doesn't want so anything that will get people enslaved, and that was how they got looking for a very intelligent individual who could do that for them. Guess who they found to do that? It's no other person, but now the director of marketing, Mr. Engineer Joke Enak. So he is the one that eventually designed a simple system that ensure that you and why the reports, the tips that are coming from Marius help you to grow your money by yourself. Let's make progress here. Please take note that Pythonsignals is not a company. All right. Again, I repeat, it's not a company, but a community. Okay. Is not an investment program. There are no periodic returns. There's no such thing as you will be paid 1%, 2%, 10%, 100%. No, there's no such things. As a matter of fact, your money is not in their hands. Your money is in your hand. You only get tips and reports, which you subscribe for only $500 a year to grow your money by yourself. The registration is free. No product selling, no prior experience, not a pyramid scheme. You don't need to quit your job to be part of this community. Now, only 30 days work is required. 100% support available. $500 subscription is back into your hands in 3 months or less. Friends, thereafter, guess what follows? Continuous income flow. Let's make progress. Now, it's all about Bitcoin, because everything is shifting, everything is moving from what we've always known to something different. Now, Bitcoin isn't about getting your money out of your country, but it's about getting your country out of your money. That is one thing you should take home from here. Bitcoin is not about getting your money out of your country. It keeps your money in your country and share money is your country, but it's about getting your country out of your money, because your government, your central bank cannot and do not have control over Bitcoin. Okay, it is universal. It does not have any boundary. All right, Bitcoin has come to stay. Okay, so look at this closely. If you still in doubt of Bitcoin, because I walked into a supermarket a few days, a man well dressed, corporately dressed. I heard him say, Bitcoin is a scam. That got my attention. I'm like, really? I turned and looked at him and said, sir, what did you say? He said, I said, Bitcoin is a scam. I said, wait a minute. If your child asks you, what is Bitcoin, daddy? You mean this is what you will say, tell them? He repeated it. He said, Bitcoin is a scam. I said, very well. Now, please do me this favor. You go back, study, find out what Bitcoin truly is, so that when your child asks you, what is Bitcoin, so that you will have the right answer for your child. All right. Now, fiat currency, talking about the regular currency that we have, a local currency, okay, is affected by inflation. As the year goes by, what you could afford, what you could purchase with your money, I mean your fiat currency, your local country's currency, depreciate with time. Why? It's been affected by inflation, silently robbing you of purchasing power since 1913, talking about inflation. But Bitcoin, one Bitcoin was far less than $1. Okay, but today, one Bitcoin is $10,000, and that is going to $100,000 for one Bitcoin. It's going to $1 million for one Bitcoin, of course, to go far higher than that. So the time will come that with one Bitcoin, so much can be achieved, so much can be purchased. That cannot be said of fiat currency, because inflation will always affect it and the value will always go down and down. Before we go deeply into what we have, let me let you know here that Bitcoin comparison between Bitcoin and currency. I'll just pick a few of them. Now, Bitcoin cannot be manipulated. Talking about the value of Bitcoin, whatever value Bitcoin is in your country right now, go to a neighboring country, go to a far country, go to another continent, that value remains the same. Today, Bitcoin is about $10,400. Go to Canada, it is $10,400. Go to Ghana, that's what it is. Go to Japan, that is what it is. It is same all over the place. That is not same for your local currency. Okay, and of course anyone can see it. For local currency, it can. There are so many acts that are hidden when it comes to local currency. Do you know that if you want to move your money from one country to another with Bitcoin, friends, it is instant. As a matter of fact, max 30 minutes, it is in a destination. But your local currency, it can take 2 to 5 days before you get to another country. Sometimes even much more than that, like I'm experiencing right now with someone who did a transfer. Please take note that the trust is increasing for Bitcoin all over the place. So many countries now have started adopting Bitcoin as a currency. And don't forget that Bitcoin is not just a currency, Bitcoin is also an asset. No one that's been traded in the biggest stock markets in the world today, talking about the New York Stock Exchange. Now, be informed that Bitcoin is not a company. Bitcoin is not money doubler. Bitcoin is not a racist. Bitcoin knows no boundary. Bitcoin is used in over 102 countries in the world. There are over 4,000 Bitcoin ATMs in the world. I repeat, over 4,000 ATM machines in the world. Simply means that virtually everywhere you go, Bitcoin is being accepted. Okay, and over 75% of that number is in the USA. Bitcoin has never crashed. It has been called bubble that will burst on several occasions. It will only go down. Guess what? If they find its way up again. So it has never crashed. Bitcoin is the most valuable currency in the world. Bitcoin is the 11th largest money in the world. Now, having seen what Bitcoin is and what Bitcoin is not, so let's come to see how we can grow our money, all right, using Bitcoin. Now you know that there's more value on Bitcoin than your local currency. So, and of course, it's more universal. So that means that you can do business more with Bitcoin. You can rely more on Bitcoin, and the trust for Bitcoin is increasing on daily basis across the nations. Hence, we want to show you how you can grow your money in Bitcoin using Pythonsignals. Don't forget, earlier I told you that with Pythonsignals, you can grow your money. With Pythonsignals, you can earn extra money, but only subscribe with $500 for 1 year. That is all that is required. Okay, now, this is what you are paying for. How we grow our money. All right, this is what you are paying for today. We know that Litecoin is at is very low. A year from now, 2 years from now, cryptocurrency are going to soar beyond your imagination. Now, a time will come that some coins, some cryptocurrency will be doing 100% movement. I mean, upward movement every single day. I repeat, a time will come when cryptocurrency, some coins, some volatile coins will make it like 100% every single day for 21 days. We know those coins. That because we belong to a community where such coins are relayed to us. We have access to all this information. We have access to all these coins. Now, so many persons have lost money in the crypto world. The reason is that they really don't know when to buy and they don't know when to sell. They will be buying when they ought to be selling. And of course, they'll be selling when they ought to be buying. Now, but with Pythonsignals, you have access to the tips and reports telling you exactly when to buy and telling you exactly when to sell. Friend, it is not about the value of your coins. It's not about the value of the cryptocurrency of your money. No. Python signal is concerned about the quantity, the number, the amount of coins that you have. Do you have up to 5, up to 10, up to 20, up to 100 of those coins? That is the concern of Python signals. So do not just buy today, get it locked up in your wallet and wait till 2020 or 2050 or whatever time you choose to wait for your coin to soar. No, it's not necessary. All you need to do is to follow the movement in the market, and with that you're able to increase the number of coins that you have. Now here is a very powerful scenario, but please take note that what you have on your screen right now is not for illustration purpose. This is what the market is doing right now. I repeat, the structure, the chart you have on your screen is not for illustration purpose. It's a reality. It is what is happening at the moment in the coin market. If you follow it, trust me, you're going to make a lot of money, or you can decide to ignore it. I will say to the detriment of your account, to the detriment of your pocket, to the detriment of a number of people who are depending on you. Now look at the bottom right. You have market position. Right under there you have coin. At the top, what follows? Swap to a stable coin. At the bottom, swap to a volatile coin. So this is what is expected, that whenever the market is at the bottom, get your money into a volatile coin. Hey, what is volatile coin, you may ask? Volatile coin is the coin or the cryptocurrency that is affected by the movement of markets. It could either be down or up, down or up. That is the volatile coin, and we have over 2,000 of them. Okay, examples include Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Neo, Ripple, BNB. So many of them. Like I said, over 2,000 of them. Now let's come to stable coin. The word stable coin. Whatever money you put in your stable coin, yes, they are cryptocurrencies. Whatever money you put your stable coin does not move. It stays there. That is how it will be. If you put $100 there, it remains $100. If you put $1,000 there, it remains $1,000. 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, it stays at the exact amount. But you can't make money doing that. No, you can't make money. Now here is how you can make money. Whenever the market is at the bottom, all right, ensure that your money is in a volatile coin. Whenever the market is at the top, hey friend, ensure that your money is in a stable coin. Again, when the market drop to another low, what do? Get your money back into the volatile coin and enjoy the moves, up movement, and get it back into a stable coin. At the moment it drop to the bottom again, hey friend, ensure your money is in a volatile coin. This is how you can grow your money. This is how you can multiply your money. This is how you can accumulate wealth for yourself, by simply following these patterns. Now the question is, how do I know the low? How do I know that the market is at the top? Big question. And before we get to answer that question, I want to explain this to you. Now, you purchase one Litecoin, just single one Litecoin, when it is $25. All right, and you allow it to grow and get to $100. When you get to the $100, you get the information that is the top. What do? You move your $100 into a stable coin, because after the top comes the bottom. After the bottom, hey, there goes the top. Now, when you get to the top, you move your money to the stable coin. Then you wait for this drop. If you are following my cursor, you wait for this drop. When this drop happens, guess what? You will need to move your money away from stable coin into the volatile coin and do what? And buy. With your $100, you can buy 2 Litecoins, because at this point it dropped to $50. You can buy 2 Litecoins. then you allow the market to move. This movement can be in 1 week. This movement can be in 2 weeks. This movement can be in a month or even more. But what do? When you get to this top, move your money into a stable coin. All right, that's the right thing to do. That's a wise thing to do as a businessman, as a smart individual. Now, then you wait to watch and see they drop to $100. At this bottom, what do? Very simple. Move your money into a volatile coin. That's all you need to do. And when this happens, you wait and allow this movement to take effect. But you see that when you get to $500, your 2 Litecoin becomes 1,000, because 500 times 2 Litecoins gives you 1,000. When it drops to 100, your 1,000 can purchase 10 Litecoins. So when you get to 1,000 with your 10 Litecoins, you have $10,000. You see the difference between the man who never followed, who never did all that you followed here. We call this farming. This is farming. So when you do this farming, you'll be able to increase the number of coins you have from 1 to 10, thereby having more money. So again, Pythonsignals is not concerned about the money, about the value of the coin. Is much more concerned about the quantity, the number of coins that you have. By 2020, how many Bitcoin would you say you have in your portfolio? By 2020, how many Bitcoin would you say, how many Litecoin would you say you have in your portfolio? By 2022, how many Ripples would you say you have? How many of all of these coins? As a matter of fact, Pythonsignals calls the top 40 coins and a few more. All right, I'm telling you what you want to buy and hold and how to grow your coin. Remember, the challenge is, how do I know the low and how do I know the high? That is the $1 million question. When is the next top? When is the next bottom? Because you and I know very well, at the bottom, money should be in volatile coin. The top, our money should be in stable coin. But the challenge is, when is the next top? Hey, when is the next bottom? That is the advantage of Python Signals community. That is indeed our advantage. Hey, this man here, Marius Landman, is our advantage. Okay, tomorrow is Thursday, 10 p.m. GMT +1. He will be doing a webinar showing us the next movement that will happen in cryptocurrency. Please ensure you join the call 10 p.m. That GMT +1. Okay, that is when Marius Landman will be doing a call for everyone. So do well to be part of that call tomorrow by 10 p.m. He will be telling us the next move that the coins will be making. Please, you can't afford to miss that session tomorrow. Okay, let's go on. Now, who is Marius Landman in the first place? He is the Pythonsignals chief data analyst. Of course, there are several data analysts in the community, but he is the chief. He coordinates and ensure that all the data put together are dropped into a superb algorithm, and it comes up with a powerful message. Now, he has over 30 years combined works in complex system auditing. For those of you who are into accounting and auditing, I'm sure you understand what it means when you say complex system auditing. Of course, global trend and algorithm forecast modeling, that is what he does. And I did mention earlier, he's a consultant for several oil companies, the likes of Shell, G Oil and Gas, Woodside, Santos, Halliburton, Weatherford, Origin Energy, Schlumberger, and many more. Now, these are top-notch oil and gas companies that this guy represents. Okay, so I want to say that our clients include well-known billionaires. Now, we decide to keep their names away from here for security purposes. Well-known billionaire, all right, several millionaires around the world, several big banks. The banks where you keep your money. Yes, the banks where you keep your money. These guys, you trade with your money. When they get these reports from Marius Landman, and they made a lot of money from what you kept in there. Maybe they are giving you a little, some peanuts or nothing going into your hand at all. Peanut coin investment, of course, several individuals keyed into Marius Landman's tips and reports to grow their money by themselves. Okay, now let me tell you what it cost of Bitcoin. And he was the first to call a high in 16th December 2017. He was the first to say to the whole world that Bitcoin will get to that from 19,500 that people should get out of the market. Out of the market. Those that care, those that listen to him, got their money out of Bitcoin into stable coin, or they sold outrightly. They made a lot of money. They made a lot of money. All right. Many went into retirement. Okay, that was what happened, and it was also first. It was also first. It was also first to 20. Now it's been doing this man. To see a man with all that he got, sharing everything. Please join him tomorrow. 10 p.m. is the time, okay? And ensure you don't miss out. Now, in 2017, because Bitcoin made an uptrend, people made over 7,000% return on investment. Don't forget, that was when Bitcoin moved from $1,000 to 19, even $20,000 by December. All right, many went to retirement. In 2018, there was a downtrend. Guess what happened? Many also made profits, 518. That was the year that many people across the globe called Bitcoin a scam. Why? They lost money, including the man talking to you right now. I lost money because we listened to Wall Street. Wall Street kept telling us to buy, and buy, whereas the followers of Marius got the info to sell. So we're doing exactly opposite of what we should be doing. Okay, why? Because we didn't know the next bottom, and we never knew the next top. Hence, we were completely against the market, and we lost out completely. But for those who followed Marius, friend, they made 518% profit, even in a downtrend. Even in a downtrend. Now you may want to ask, the cause, the tips, the reports are coming from this man, Marius. Are they 100%? Of course, I will tell you, they are not 100%, but over 90% accuracy is what we have from Marius Landman, talking about the chief data analyst of Pythonsignals community. Now, between 2017 and 2019, do you know that this man has given out, when I say 2019, I mean April 2019, okay, he has given out about 519 calls. Only 18 failed. Only 18 failed. You will agree with me that 18 out of 519 can never be called failure. Okay, now let's move on because of time. Now, these are wonderful testimonials across the globe. Let's read what this young man got to say. The Pythonsignals is amazing. The work Marius and the team does is next level. I'm studying civil engineering and just turned 21, and I'm already growing my capital at an exponentially higher rate than any bank or unit trust. Let me read from this man down here. He said, Pythonsignals is one of the best things that has happened to me this year. I trade crypto like casino house. Boom profits. You can imagine that. And here is this lady got to say an awesome experience thus far. I bless the day I found Pythonsignals. I don't have to be a professional trader to keep basking in profit. I love this. If you are not in Pythonsignals, I wonder where you really want to be. Thank you so much, Pythonsignals. I am stuck on you for life. Friends, there's so much going on with Pythonsignals. So much. Let me quickly take you back and share something with you. Now, I participated in this movement when Marius called this movement. It happened in few weeks. If, of course, it got to $132. Do you know that that is over 500% movement within few weeks? Now think of what will happen in the next couple of weeks. But before the year runs out, friend, this is a place to be. Now, having shared this with you, let me talk to you how you can earn extra money. Don't forget, your $500 gives you access to tips and reports from Marius. Okay, for the period of 1 year, you access these tips so that you can grow your money by yourself. But while you are doing that, a system was created, a system was designed by Jokai Nanks to ensure that you don't just come and grow your money, but for the fact that you subscribe to the system, you also earn some extra money. If you're ready for that, I'll take you through that. Now we're talking about the revenue share plan model, where you can earn extra Bitcoin, extra money by simply working for only 30 days. Only 30 days work is required for you to earn and earn again, over and over again from this system. Okay, let's move on. RSP, our revenue share plan, unique advantage. Number one, you earn a Bitcoin, instant payout. You are paid instantly, and of course, your withdrawal is instant. Before I go further, let me share with you that 85% full instant payout for every subscription that comes into the system. 85% is paid out to the community members. 85%. Only 15% is held back by the pioneers of this community. Talking about Pythonsignals community. So you enjoy spillover opportunity. Subscription is back into your hands in 3 months. It means that in the next 9 months, you are going to be getting the tips, the report for free. Only 30 days work is required, friend. There's no daily, no weekly, no monthly income cap, no such thing. There's no cut-off time, no balancing of weaker leg. You can earn even from one. You don't have to quit your job to be part of this, my friend. No, you don't. It's not necessary. You have where you are working, hey, stay there. You got an office where you work, stay there. You got a business you are doing, stay there. You don't have to quit your job. This is not the regular network marketing that you have to quit your job and face full time so you can maximize your earnings. No, it doesn't happen. It don't work here. Keep your work, keep your job. Just come here and work for yourself for 30 days. No condition to earn. That's the truth. The moment you subscribe with $500 and you are placed into the system, you earn. There are no conditions to earn. You must earn. Sorry, even if you don't want to earn, you must earn. Did you get that? I repeat, even if you don't want to earn, here you must earn that extra. If you have been conditioned, if you have been positioned, if you have been wired, if you have been modeled, okay, to be poor, friends, if you can subscribe with $500 to Pythonsignals, sorry, it will be late for you to be poor. You may not want to be rich, that's the truth. But because you subscribe with $500 with Pythonsignals, it will be too late for you to be poor. The wealth you don't want, sorry, it will follow you. Let's move on. Now, here is how the 85% is distributed across board. The 4 RSP payouts. Number 1, rising star payout. Number 2, white star payout. Number 3, level payout. Number 4, direct referral payouts. Forget all these things you are seeing on the screen. Just forget them. Forget them. Forget them. Do just one thing. What did I say? Do just one thing. And this is one thing that you need to do. I'll show you now. Now, this, Y star, be Y star qualified. If you can be Y star qualified, every other bonus will follow you. Every other bonus will follow you. If and only if you can be Y star qualified, every other bonus will be addition. Now let's see what it takes for you to be Y star qualified. Let's see. Now the big question, are you willing to work for only 30 days to earn a minimum of $300,000 in 18 months or less? Are you willing? That is a big question. It's indeed a big question. Are you willing to work When I say work, I mean to work. The work is massive. You want to see the work? I'll show you. Now, your only task, become Wi-Star qualified. Don't forget that I said you must achieve. Become Wi-Star qualified by getting just 2 subscribers. That's the work. That is the work. I call it smart work. You know, I call it smart work. You're going to see what it will amount to. Just because you get a simple task done. Here is the work. Here is what will follow. Number 1, you don't have to do this every day. You don't have to do this every week. Not every month, not every year. You do it one time. I mean, one time, lifetime. You do it for your first 30 days, you will never have to repeat it again. But guess what? Money, income flow will continue to be your portion. Remember, I told you earlier, even if you have been designed, you wired, okay, to be poor, it would have been too late for that to happen. It would be too late for you not to be rich. Reason being that you got or became Wi-Star qualified by simply getting 2 subscribers into the system, contributing that to the community. Then one thing is certain, that so much will follow you. Don't forget, the minimum of that is $300,000. It's the minimum. In next 18 months, just because you did one simple task. And what is the task? Becoming a Wi-Star qualified by getting just 2 subscribers. Hey, only 2. Don't do it every now and then. You do it one time lifetime. One time lifetime. One time lifetime. One time lifetime. That's all. One time lifetime. I move forward. And here's what you get. You should work for only 30 days. Why you should work for only 30 days? I only realized this about 2 weeks ago. And I was blown away when I saw this reality. I've been using the tips and reports to grow the money, but I never saw this. I never saw this. You know, if you are listening to me, you're an African, I'll tell you one thing for free. When there is an opportunity where you don't have to work so hard and earn some good money, it doesn't come to Africans. We don't get to know about them. If we do, should I be too late? Should I be too late? But when work is required, let me tell you what happens. When these so-called companies are setting up, they will tell us they're doing us a favor. Guess where they start in Africa? They either find their way to Ghana, and from there, migrate to Nigeria, or they come to start from Nigeria. They will tell you, we love you, that's why we came here. No, you don't love us. It's the work that is required. They know Africans can do the work. But here is smart work. Not that kind of work, smart work. What is smart work? 2 subscribers. And here is what will follow you. And I told you earlier, we got 4 areas where the 85% RSP distributed. Direct bonus, rising star bonus, level bonus, and Wi-Star bonus. And I told you earlier to concentrate on Wi-Star bonus. Concentrate, become Wi-Star qualified. Once you do that, other earnings have no choice but to follow. So just get 2 persons to subscribe, and that qualifies you. That's all you need. That's all you need. Don't do it every month. Don't do it every year. You do it one time. But the income that you're going to see now will continue to follow you year after year, year after year. Now look at this. Your first 1 month, you earn $150. Your first 1 month. Just because you got into an office, you got into a system, you work for only 30 days. That's how much is required of you. Friend, you can actually do the work for 1 day. You can do the work for 1 week. You can do the work for 10 days. But the fact is that it must not exceed 30 days. Otherwise, you have much, you'll be losing so much. Okay, so ensure you do it within 30 days. Your second month, you earn $180. Your third month, you earn $160. If you put all these 3 together, friend, your 500 subscription is almost back to you, because this will amount to $490. I mean, $10 short of your subscription. So in 3 months, you almost have your money back in your hands. I want to tell you that some persons already have made much more than this in 1 week. Of course, it's called compression of time. You don't have to wait for 1 month. No, you don't have to wait for 1 month. It's not necessary. All right. The fourth month, here's what you got. What you get in your fourth month, 480. Fifth month, 960. Now let's go to the ninth month. Remember, this is not a cumulative sum of everything. $10,240 is only for the ninth month. In a month, you are earning $10,240 for the job, for the work you did, a task you carried out 9 months ago. A simple task you carried out 9 months ago, you earn all these amount of money, and you still went ahead. You were paid, or you earned $10,240 for the task you carried out 9 months ago. Let's go on as we round up. 12 months later, you earn $81,920 for the job, the task you carried out 12 months ago. 12 months ago. 12 months ago. That was when you carried out the task. And you walked away never to return. But money never ceased to enter your account. Look at the 13th month, the 14th month, the 16th month, the 18th month. $3.2 million. Don't forget, these are not cumulative, but amount you earn at different levels. We assume you do this in 18 months. I can tell you some person will do this in 30 months. Some will do it in 18 weeks. Some will do it far less than that. The choice is yours. You can compress time. Compression of time is allowed here. Haven't seen this. What next? Create a free membership account now. Someone asked you, invited you to this webinar. Please get in touch with the person and quickly grab your spot. Someone referred you to this video. Quickly, do the needful. Click the link, meet the person, and do what? Do the needful. Number 2, upgrade your account to Galaxy. That is the pack. That's the pack we are talking about here. That is the pack that will give you so much. So much. This is the pack. This is the pack. This is the pack. $500. You can see that your income will be limited with this. Your income will be limited with this. But with this, you are getting everything. You are getting everything. Galaxy, not more, not less. Galaxy, $500 pack is what you are talking about for the whole year. $500 pack. Let's move on, my friend. Finally, create a free trading account on Binance or any other platform and do the needful. Work for only 30 days by simply getting 2 subscribers to join or to become part of our system. Don't forget that the join our system, the join our community, they will also grow their money by themselves. All right. So this income will just be a by the side income. Of course, tomorrow being Thursday, all right, every Thursday, as a matter of fact, ensure you join Marius Landman as he take subscribers on the movement or the next movement or the next top or the next bottom. Okay, so please ensure you do that. Now, I ask a question. Do you not believe? Do you not believe that $500 could change your life forever? Let's get started. When? Now. When? Now. Don't be afraid to make a big decision. Things happen. Lives are transformed when you make that big decision. This could just be that big decision you'll be making in your life. Don't go and waste it with that $500 somewhere. You can get started. Subscribe to Pythonsignals today. All right. Don't forget that if you decide not to make that big decision, it's still a big decision. All right. I want to say a big thank you for being part of this presentation. And I want to stop recording now so that I can give room to the